Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for so much for being here. I appreciate it beyond your imagination. I truly mean that. Uh, it's Hump Day. What day is it? Remember the camel? Mike, 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 Mike. What day is it? It's Hump Day. We have so far 206 people total watching. Thank you very much. Um, First thing I want to do is I want to give a shout out to everyone that helped last night with migration because it was absolutely a fantastic team effort. I'm going to yell out some names. I hope I don't miss anybody. Janet Butler, boom. Chris Johnson, Peter Rogers, Collins Manna, Lynn Nakamoto, Rob Gorman, Amy Wright-Dickey, John Barella, Pam Turner, Mountain Man, Kevin Rutledge, Dana Energy, Robin Nobles, Sherry Dershoway, Engineer Mike, Diane Lennon, and Dustin Grove, Gina Leva, and anybody else that was behind the scenes that I missed. And if there is, I truly apologize. Another shout out I'd like to give is you noticed when I first came on, there was a countdown and it's branding Cool Zone. Cool Zone will be our brand when we get moving into the next phase of ONPASSIVE. A gentleman made that for me. Red had one made. Red's the one that told me about it. And the gentleman that did it is named Stephen Brockhurst. Stephen, big shout out. Fantastic, buddy. And thank you so much for taking the time. I asked for it today and I got it today. So kudos. Thank you very much. I watched Red, what he talked about, with confidence and people having confidence, doing the right thing and believing and whatever. And I couldn't agree with him more about everything he said. My journey and, working with Mike and Dan. And even before that, I was in the process or always in the process of looking for something to build some kind of business for my family. It's that simple. I had wound up on disability. I was 44 years old. I had 4 kids at home, teenagers, and it was not a good time to wind up in a bad place. And I went through this maze of disgust, letdown. I just didn't feel like I feel like companies weren't honest. And it wasn't clear. Everything was fine print. Everything was a little bit like, the most important part that you need to know about whatever this fiasco that I joined, there was that fine print, or something, that doesn't make sense, or this, and that went on and on and on and on. And I kept thinking there's got to be something there because I'll go 100%. It's not about the work. I mean, I don't mind. I'll go into it full force, bam, hard as I can, 10, 12 hours a day. If the outcome, or if it's at least what they say it is. Never had that. And the only thing I think God is from that rough, nasty journey that I had leading to ONPASSIVE, it made it very easy for me to see when I saw ONPASSIVE what it really is. And every day that goes by and every month, every week, saying, oh my gosh, I am blessed without a doubt. And most of you, if you took any type of journey, and I'm not talking 15, 16 years like I did, even a year or 6 months, you come into this ONPASSIVE city that is being built, you definitely know that there's just no comparison. This is, it's really the first time I can say this, that I wound up in a something that I do not look for anything else. Oh, you always have to have your mind open for others. No, I don't. No, and that's the first time I can say that. I don't. I don't think about, well, maybe this is better. Maybe I can add this to it. No, never, never, not at all. You know why? Because as good as ONPASSIVE I think it is, it's better. And as good as it is, it's only going to get better, 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 better. Why? Because the mindset is we're going to keep building and stacking the cool. And every time there's a new stack on the cool, guess what? It's good for all of us. It's not like the company's stacking this greatness for themselves, because they're not. If they were worried about this business for themselves, there's no way would they throw a million of us on their back. It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, super happy over that. Thank you so much for the super sticker, Ivana Polsarova. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. As you know, today at 2 o'clock, we have ONPASSIVE 360. So, be there. We'll go over whatever information we have, probably go over stuff. A lot of stuff is redundant, but you know what? Sometimes people hear it, sometimes they don't. So, and sometimes people can be there and sometimes they can't. So, you know, and who knows? You never know. Maybe Mr. Mufara or somebody will show up live. We don't know. The invitation is always there for Mr. Mufara. So that's an easy one. Connie Modes, again, thank you for the super sticker. Amazing. I appreciate it like you wouldn't believe. I'm going to do a shout out to my wife. Yes, I'm on keto again, and she's made me meals for a whole week ahead in containers. Boom, boom, already cooked. Yep. She is a blessing to me. Trust me. Yes. She spent all day this morning, all morning, all yesterday. Yes. So not only the big living room, when apples come in, I got to take care of the queen. She's done so much for everybody in our family and raising another family. So yeah, it's a big deal. Big, 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 big deal. Let me see. We have 191 right here on YouTube, but total we got 379. Almost, yeah, 379. Wow. Thank you very much, everybody. Once again, I'm going to tap on a couple of things. I don't need to be long because the 360 is coming. Emphasize again, ONPASSIVE is yours. It's your platform. There was a video done by ONPASSIVE about branding and branding yourself. I have one that I posted. Listen, it's time that you brand you. The company was made so that you can brand you, not me. And ONPASSIVE doesn't need any help. So start branding Gene Oliva. Start branding Dana Energy, Pam Stanovich, Lynn Nakamoto. Start looking at yourself. You deserve it. And you get to brand yourself with the best products ever made. You don't have to make them. You don't have to invent them. And you get the opportunity to resell them. That's what a reseller is. You get to sell it under your domain. And as we know, when you're making your domain, think of something short, something different, something that people will remember. Do not put ONPASSIVE in your domain, okay? There's a lot of questions. ONPASSIVE this, ONPASSIVE. Look, I know what Mr. Mufara said. That will be clear. But I know for sure that you should not put ONPASSIVE in your domain name. Okay, please. You can put, like, we're Cool Zone. That's going to be we already have it. Domain is Cool Zone AI. Could I thought of something better? Probably. But I like it. It's short, and I believe people will remember it. So think of something small. It doesn't have to be your name. Okay, really, look at all the very big brands out there. And look at branding, by the way. Branding's so powerful. Look what the company did. They branded us in the biggest market in our industry in the world. And by the way, our industry, yes, it's digital and it's solution solving company. It's a solution solving company. So not only are we that, that's all we've seen, but there'll be physical products. Trust me, I believe as time goes, there won't be anything. I mean, you'll have an easier time making a list of what ONPASSIVE doesn't offer people. It'll be easier on that list than the list that what they will be offering. And if it's in demand and it's better for people and it saves time and it adds quality to life, ONPASSIVE will have it. Don't ask me how I know. I know by where they've been and where this journey has got us so far. They've already shown where we're going. That's why people, if you would pay attention to the puzzles that they're putting together, you know the picture's amazing. Bill the Extraordinary Must just sent me a super sticker, and Bill, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. But think about that branding. Look, I'll give you a prime example of branding at its finest. Bill Must, okay, has elected to kind of stay behind the scenes. No one in the whole company, no one is any better, any more known than Bill Must, and nobody's seen him. That's branding. Trust me, that's branding at the max. You mention his name, I don't care what language. If you say Bill Must, everyone knows who he is. Everyone will know your name. Ask said that. And he did this without talking or showing his face. I can't imagine when he comes out. But he's a beautiful man. I have the privilege of talking to him. Just a really, really amazing man. And there's different types of marketing. Listen, Chris said this, right? Captain Chris, my buddy. Jerry Nix, thank you for the super sticker. There's another guy that's mind-blowing. The experience Jerry Nix has is probably more than anybody I know in ONPASSIVE as far as being behind radio type thing and all that. Really. So he has like years and years and years. Anyway, here's the thing I want to say. Chris, you know, I mean, he always talks down about himself. I don't like it. I want to punch him in the head. Because I think he has a big talent. People love him. Now, I want you to go to any college, go to any degree, or get anything. I don't care what it costs. Try to get to the point where you come on or people see you and there's a smile on their face automatically. And you know he has no hidden agenda. Somebody sent me a super sticker, but I'm not sure who it is. ONPASSIVE O-Founder. It's got the UK emblem. Thank you very much, whoever that is. Thank you for the super sticker. But my point is, his marketing skill will be his heart. Now you say, okay, I know how to email market. Michael Williams is probably the best email marketer in all of ONPASSIVE. Probably yes. You've got regular marketing. I was a marketer. Mike Ellis is a marketer. Dan Street. We've marketed. We have driven targeted traffic. Wasn't easy. Takes a lot of work. Takes a lot of money. Takes a lot of time. A lot of wasted money to get to the level where you can scale. And then when you do it and find out that the business you've been branding folds. That's always a fun thing. But like I said, Chris has a branding method. If he can harness it, if you can set him down, calm him down a little, he'll be able to do anything he wants. And here's why. When you listen to him, you trust him. Trust is one of the most valuable things online and off. I said this the other day when he was talking about his stepson, Chris, okay? He said people know right away when they hear him who he is. Doesn't matter who his mom was, doesn't matter who his dad was, doesn't matter where he was born, doesn't matter. You listen to him for 5 minutes and you go, I trust him. He means what he's saying. Not afraid to make a mistake, which makes people feel warm. Why? Because we all make mistakes. You see the perfect guy up there with the perfect wife walk into a private jet with the perfect child? That's not real. Real's Chris Johnson, real's Red Redford, real's people that just come out and just be themselves. We all deliver different. Red delivers totally different to me. I deliver totally different than Chris, but the three of us together, we do pretty well. The same with me, myself, Mike, and Dan. I'm improv. I can blah, 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 blah. That's not Mike Ellis. But you get Mike Ellis the information and Dan Street and give them 24 hours. Dan will write the best thing you ever heard about it, and Mike will make the best video you ever watched. Two just different types of stuff. I've always said, though, and I want to tell everybody here, teaming up with people is a good idea. It really, really, for me, okay, this is my personal, you might hear different from Ash, you might hear different from other people, but my opinion, if you could team up with somebody. Now, here's the thing about teaming up. This is super important if you want to team up. And the reason I'm talking the way I am is because we're moving into a different phase. But if you're going to team up, here's one thing you can't overdo on. You can't be overdone with pride. There's nothing wrong with being proud about yourself and your family. What I'm saying is look for someone better than you. A lot of people can't do that. Or they won't accept the fact that maybe Dan Street writes better than me and I don't like it, so I'm not going to say it. That's not true. That's not me. That's not me. I suck at writing. I can verbalize much better than I can write it down what I mean. And if I want to say something a lot in a short amount of time and have an impact in it, Mike Ellis is doing that video. But on the live here, it's mine. I do what I do. It's me. I can't be Mike. I don't want to be Mike. Mike doesn't want to be me. Same with Dan. Same with Chris. Same with Brett. But the same with Myra Aquino. The same with Listra. The same with Casey Zevenberg. Same with Michael Klaus, Jerry Nix, Jane Helms. Be you. But if you're going to team up, cut back the pride. And always look for somebody that makes you work harder. Because if I lack something, which I do, and don't surround myself with people that might be better here, 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 and here, I'm limited. It limits me where I can go. But if I surround myself with the Listras and Chris's and Reds and Lynn Nakamoto and Rob and I mean everybody, all these people, Julie Wynn. Julie Wynn has more drive than anybody. I don't know anybody has more drive than Julie. No one. She's not afraid to squat. But she teams up and she goes with somebody that because some things I go too far. Okay, I'll go off the gutter, right? But when you team up with somebody that's not quite you, it kind of keeps you all balanced. So what I'm recommending to help you, if you want to do a team type thing, there's ways to do it. I mean, you don't have to, you got to get somebody you trust, like I did with Mike and Dan, right? I trust them. I've never met them. Dan Street has given me his credit card. Mike Ellis has given me everything that access that whatever that I could hurt him. I could hurt Dan. But they trust. The same goes with me with them. I would hand either one of them my credit card with the numbers, my bank account, never even question it. I'm not saying for you to do that, and that didn't happen in one day. Find someone you trust, find someone you have interest in, and always look for somebody better than you. Not a better person, but maybe have that make you think, make you work at what you're doing in a good way. Competition. Put yourself in a competition with yourself and other people. Because once you stop working out this, it dies. There's no reason to be old. Age, yeah, but here, no, it's not necessary. My grandmother died at 102 and she was funny as crap at 85, 90. She had a sense of humor. She could think of stuff real quick. I mean, it should just make you laugh. She raced me in a foot race at 86 years old. And she'd have beat me if I didn't trip her. I'm just kidding. I didn't trip her. Just so I'd say that. Yeah, she'd have won if I didn't knock her down, you know. Just kidding. But anyway, I wanted to say that. I'm going to stop this early, but I want you guys to start thinking about starting now. Where are you going? What do you want? What are you looking for? Some of you may be looking for nothing. That's okay. I'm just talking to people that say, you know what? I'm going to go after this. I'm going to go after this thing, and I'm going to use ONPASSIVE to get there. And I'm going to team up with Fred, John, Harry. I'm going to talk to them. Yeah, you want to? And you'll say, why not? Find someone you trust. Anyway, that's my little tidbit for the day. I'm going to do a couple shout outs and I'm going to go because about an hour and a half, I'm going to be back on here again. I don't want to run my mouth and not think of nothing to say. But you guys know me better than that. I never run out of something to say. So let me do some shout outs. Anybody feels like they want to go, that's okay. I appreciate you so much for being here. And by the way, we had almost 380. I don't know if we hit 380, but we're up to 379, which is pretty cool. Let me do some shout outs real quick. Cynthia Deering, thanks for being here. Peter Rogers, you're a superstar. Peter Rogers is up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning with Collins Vanna helping people migrate. No joke. No joke. Sanjay Chowdhury, what's up? Roy Davies, Lynn Nakamoto was out helping with her husband, Rob. They stayed till like midnight, and then they went and did midnight. John, my man, White, keeping it high and tight, my friend for life. Elsie Patch, how you doing? I love that he's always there when I have a question. Yes, he is. Emil Petier, Rose Kameni, Praveen Panduk, Edward Sakar Damas, Rose, David, Wolowski, hello, I'm glad you could make it. Casey Levenbergen, Connie Modes, Michael Santiago, Gina Oliva, the one and only listener, Michael Klaus, Steve Dwell, Connie Modes, Jerry, my man, brother Nix is in the house. Chris Gifty, big smile. I know she's amazing. Yvonne Finn's always here. I appreciate it. Myra Aquino's always helping people out too. Very nice. Thank you. It doesn't go unnoticed. Cynthia Downtown Brown from City of Brotherly Love is in the house. Curtis Strickland, how you doing? And Kylie's always here, has always been. When she came on the scene, she never left. It's very appreciative. Anyway, I got to get going. I will see you all in about 1 hour. Go to any YouTube channel, would be on there live at 2 o'clock. Try not to be late like I always am. And I want to thank everybody for being here. And I will see you. I will see you in an hour and 20 minutes.